speaking in 3, 2, 1. Every art is unique. Art has a characteristic that makes every artist different. Art exists in order to express our expressions in any media, like painting, music, film, or picture. Every art has a many different kind. That's why there must be a different way to appreciate it too. Example like films or music awarded by Oscar, the Cannes or Grammy. I have three questions to begin our response to our opponent's argument. 1. If you are prioritizing the essential of art, what is actually the art you imagine about? An art that is highly difficult that only experts can make it and worth to be appreciated. 2. If you say fame can buy the awards, so anyone that works in the creative field and has a fame, meanwhile his art are not worth to be called an art. Meanwhile, someone who is dedicated his life for art, pure artists are hard to get a recognition, then we waste their talents because we give the awards to someone who has a fame instead. 2. If you are questioning 3. If you are questioning about the award execution, when there's a problem or flaw in nominating the artist, like you see the flaw where nomination is dominated with white people, so you see a race dominate the system of the nomination. We all cannot say all the awards doing that. That must be another requirement too that makes them to be nominated. Like you said before, for awarding the artist, you have to judge by their arts, right? So does race is count here? I will answer with 3 points too. 1. Every art is abstract. When you see an art, like in a museum and you are not alone, many people are also visiting and observe the art. Are you sure that everyone who is looking to the art have the same art impressions? Of course not. We don't have the same impressions because everyone has a different point of view. Maybe they just looking at the visual, maybe they are focusing on what the message the art tried to deliver, or no, maybe they just see it with no sense. Perhaps one person can say they are mesmerized by the visual of the arts, but someone who is also seeing the art within their eyes both open cannot tell what is the special thing about the arts. That's why I might say we can force them of what they said by their point of view. We cannot blame them, like we can say they are not the expert. Can we just appreciate this diversity of opinion? Then when the art is abstract and cannot be judged objectively, so award has no value because they revert to be objective judgment. So what about the award based on the vote? Within the vote, you can decide to vote or not. Everything is free, unless if it seems unfair, if someone can win the award because they have a bunch of fans that will vote them, even though they are not good at arts, it's not harming you too, right? You're just not their market assuming that the artist don't deserve the awards. Besides, you say A deserves better or B is more qualified. It cannot change the decision. Instead, create your awards with your own standards instead. Every artist has their own market. We can deny that in some fact, pop genre music has the biggest market in the world, then better than jazz, blues, R&B, or rocks. In the statement, a music with a pop genre have a more fame and easily to promote because they have a sustainable market. But every artist is not growing their fame so fast without the urge to reach the market, right? Every artist have the same start point. Underrated or being underestimated is usual because every people has a different way to support their favorite artists. For the unprivileged artists who have to climb to get a fame can still get recognition if their agencies promote their art as well. Or maybe we are facing the possibilities that not every artist have someone to support. Example, they are new beside though they have no agency to helping them to promote. The solution is using social media platform. We have many of the social media platforms that have a unique algorithm, example like TikTok. You must know that in our status quo right now, to selling or just promote our arts in a traditional way is not really impactful. Traditional way like promote it through busking like in the cafe, selling the album to the bookstore, and promote through radio. With the same strategies, it's hard to explain our fame. It only happened in a small circle, right? Meanwhile, in this era, with the power of social media, we can promote it everywhere around the world, whole entire world. Can you imagine how wide is the market? With the power of the social media too, something we can share into it with the help of the algorithm, we are sure that this gonna blow up in a short time. Without any much of effort, more efficiency for our time and energy. And this is real. With the strategies, we can also get much recognition for the artists. And within social media, it helps the artists to communicate to their fans. It is a worth recognition for you if the award thingy does not work well. Which is I give you another option that the award is not only way to pursue fame. Three, in my third qualification, I will give you an exception. The importance of the existence for the award itself is just to appreciate the dedication of the artist. Because I said before, every artist has their struggle. Awards is just the another option to appreciate them. Not really important and very crucial too. Awards cannot be a benchmark of the artist that the artist is really talented or famous. Meanwhile, our award exists to give them a motivation to create more potential arts in the future. And if awards can really motivate you or not gonna change your artist's life, go on. There's many other senses, not only awards. The problem of this motion, where people are still stating that the awards is the main value of their fame. Like if you don't get any awards, you are not counted as a famous artist. This problem is really gives the main reason why people are arguing about the existence of the awards. We must change the fan culture perspective because for me, as an art enjoyer, not all the fan does that. Artists are more comfortable with the fans that really appreciate their arts and support them, not only for him to get an award. In the end, as a bias of this claim, people will seeing award as a competition, right? Who got fame, they are win. Meanwhile, a fan dedication included too, that they wanted their favorite artist to get more recognition in the public, so maybe they can gain a more fans. In conclusion of my clarification, I give you the clear premise for today's motion. For the artist, the award just would be another option to get more recognition. Maybe without awards, an artist would be still feel worth appreciated. In our side, the existence of the award itself is not gonna benchmark the artist. There's so many impactful strategies to reach the recognition they deserve. Why still, on our side, award can be the option to appreciate the artist's dedication. Because of three beneficial, I will say. One, the award can be a motivation for them as they get an award. People will know they are worth to get it, and we as a professional artist are demanding on a fan's expectation. It would be gaining our spirit to show our better quality of arts, right? Two, award can help us to represent our identity. Example like you are minorities that like living underestimated, and it will prove them that you are deserve the award of what you do as your effort. And it will be a good to other minorities to get motivate them to be showing their effort to be a true artist. Three, it can motivate the other others too. You cannot say another artist who is not nominated are not worth or deserve or not deserve the award. Besides, it will motivate another artist too to create better art to get the awards if they feel they would appreciate it with awards. You know, artists have a different personalities too. Maybe some of them are comfortable being underrated in the public and have loyal fans rather than have a big fame that they don't really royal for him. So every artist have a different goals. Maybe their goals is achieve an award like Grammy or Oscar. Maybe they don't really need it. As long as the award would be not really impactful for their works. Achieve the award or not, they would be still working with a big motivation, professionally showing their best. I'm proud to post. Thank you.